Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to webisode, shit, I think 82? I don't even know anymore. Who knows these days? Today is a very good day for many reasons. Today is also a very difficult day, but I'm trying to focus on the positive, because something that I'm learning these days is that if you sit there and dwell on the negatives and you don't take action and put one foot in front of the other and make positive change, you're going to be stuck in your own circle for too damn long. And I'm not going to do that. I will not allow it to happen. So one of the cool things that's happening today is I'm going to group, and by group I mean a support group, which kind of isn't how it's advertised, and that's kind of a good way to go about it. Paul and I are heading to the Moto Social. Jamie was supposed to be with us, but he was late, so he's going to meet us there. But there are heaps of cool people going to be there. The thing is about the Moto Social, you've heard me talk about it before, and it's effectively just a meetup for people that like motorcycles. But the thing that I like about it is it's got this massive undertone of like mental health support, and like I'm not gonna fuck with your team. I need some of that shit in my life right now. And I've just been really looking forward to getting out there and seeing some of the boys. And there's also some other cool things. Down here you'll see I got my forward controls. I ordered those from Speed, and John, who you'll meet shortly, he helped me put those on. I don't think this mic is great at this speed, so I'm going to come back to you once we get where we're going. Yeah, just sitting on the motorway in this, there's just so much wind in this helmet, I don't think you guys can hear me very well. And Paul's revving his engine. That's Paul. Paul used to own this motorcycle, and then I bought it from him, and then someone will buy it from me when they get a new bike. But we're in the city now, and in the city is fun. And that guy ahead of us, his name's Thomas, and he's going to a Christian prayer group. I said we're doing something marginally different, but hey, everybody on a bike is cool to me. So yeah, I got the GoPro all set up, and I'm pretty sure that I'm happy with how that's sitting. I think the only thing that we've really learned is that it's just not great for high speed stuff. I love you can see me. You can see me. Yeah. I do like riding through the city. I don't know why, I think it's just good for practicing low speed stuff. Because if I'm honest, low speed, like super low speed, like lots of stop starting, is probably my biggest weakness. Just low speed balance and not clutch control. Clutch control's alright. But yeah, so we'll do a bit more of that. Actually, if any of you haven't seen downtown Auckland for a while, there's a lot going on down here. I don't actually get to the city that much, to be honest. That was loud, I'm talking! Alright, we made it. I actually forgot to roll the GoPro on the way in, but we are here. It is the Moto Social, and there is a massive turnout, which is awesome. Because here's some of my friends showed up, like Nadine and John are here, and Steve, who, if you're in the community group, you would have seen Steve post a bunch of memes and then get banned from Facebook. You're gonna get...
No, that wasn't. That was Aaron.
Well, you're going to get it soon over the shit you post. But yeah, let's go for a walk around and we'll go see some cool bikes.
And you just pull, eh? Like, there's no changing, nothing. You just go.
So is it on now?
Yeah. It's just because the stand's down and won't be going.
Right.
Think of a very
stand goes up,
Vespa scooter.
then you sweep, raise the stand, green lights, it's going.
I can see myself.
Jesus, that's fucking dangerous.
So it's just sign
It
up
is,
the whole
man.
time.
That's it.
Take traction control off and shoot up road.
That was the one thing that Craig said, he's like, don't take traction control off.
Not for a year, right?
How cool would it be to come to Moto Social and do a big healer on an electric bike?
Yeah, because that's how we roll,
Lose
mate.
it. Yeah, absolutely wreck myself. Yeah.
Do it.
This is the future, Les.
And it's got a transponder.
Hey?
You just got one of those things in your pocket.
Yeah, so it's just a fob, same setup. Lose that, long haul car.
How fast have you got it?
100 kilometres an
No
hour.
one's held it.
You knew that. 100k zone.
On Custom Street.
No, this one.
Well, I've heard they go very quick. Yeah.
But they're very quiet.
From what they tell you.
What does it weigh?
I think they're about the same weight as a Dyna, slightly heavier. And they sit right in there. They still lift out of the lights if you give it a
Thumbful.
give it a good twist.
Can I sit?
Yeah, jump on.
Oh,
Just
my
don't
God.
twist. Don't twist.
Stands down anyway, so you say.
Pretty cool, I know.
Jay, can you give me a quick intro to what you've brought?
So this is the latest and greatest from Harley Davidson. This is the Harley Davidson Live Wire, their first of, I would say, many electric bikes that they're doing. It's a hell of a lot of fun. It's a hell of a lot of bicycle. And it produces a hell of a lot of speed very quickly.
Yeah.
Hi.
Good to see you.
Good to see you, man.
When are you getting a bike?
5 years. Give me 5 years.
Good times. Oh yeah. I also decided since last Jamie was in a vlog that we're going to, well, you've already agreed that we're going to shave you. All of this is going to get shaved. But in light of recent events, we've decided that the charity that we're going to donate all of those proceeds to is going to be hospice, because they do amazing work, and obviously firsthand I've seen how amazing those people are and how hard they work, and they do rely pretty much entirely on donations, so we're going to do that. Hey Jamie. Yeah.
Yeah.
But we're all hungry, so I'm going to go get some food. Yeah. I'll talk to you soon. We'll kick some shit off. I want you to come do my
I'm
podcast.
going to do your podcast. I'll be in the South Island for about 2 weeks and then do some talk. I'd love to, mate.
Yeah.
I'd fucking love to.
Easy peasy. It's just up in Albany.
A rotten, horrible story that's turning into a fucking fairy tale.
Let's hear it.
Yeah.
Cool. Alright, bro. We'll talk soon.
See you, bro.
Oh, pretty sunset. Oh, look how pretty that looks. Well, that's interesting. Somebody's lost their tie. It's one way. Alright team, that was a really good Moto Social. It's probably one of the biggest turnouts I've ever seen. So super stoked with that. First Tuesday of every month, we'll let you know where and when the next one is. But yeah, no, definitely if you got bikes, get along to it. Even if you don't, just come hang out. But a few little updates. Since then, the next day after the Moto Social, I replaced my tyres on my Harley because they very much needed it. I got those from Cycle Treads. That was an experience in and of itself. I did a little bit of a story about that on the NZ Blokes page if you want to go check that out. But I mean, customer service 0 out of 10. Yeah, it was crazy. But yeah, what else? There's actually a lot going on. Farms going on the market soon. That's a big change. Gonna go find something a bit closer to the city, whatever it is. But I got some cool things to show you on the bike because as you guys know, saw earlier in the video, I added forward controls to my bike, so I just want to show you those a little bit closer. And I now know how far I can lean my bike when going around a bend with the forward controls, because now it scrapes the exhaust, which is exciting. Okay, these are the LSB forward controls. Obviously this is the brake side, and I'm super happy with them. You can stamp on them and they are super strong. They work exactly as I want them to, and yeah, no, I'm really happy with them. They're doing really well. Little bit of adjustment, so I can now rest my foot flat on top, and it was a little bit of a problem to get my foot around the air cleaner, or my knee rather, but used to it now. But as you can see down here, we now scrape the exhaust instead, which is, you know, exciting. It's scary the first time you do it, and if you do it quick, like if you're easing into it. I dragged it. Today Paolo turned up and said we're going riding, so I said okay, and left a quarter of a can of tuna in my fridge. What kind of psychopath does that? Either finish the can, just finish the fucking can, it's not a big can. Anyway, yeah, so he turned up today, so we went for a nice lap round north up to Warkworth and back, and as we were coming back through Uri, where I was dragging the exhaust all the way around this long bend, and that was exciting, and I really enjoyed it. But yeah, we got some new tyres. These are all scrubbed in. Probably done, I don't know, 400-500k. They're exactly the same as what's on there. They're just the specific tyre for this bike from Harley Davidson. I think they're a Michelin tyre. They're fine. They do exactly what they need to do, so I'm all good with that. But yeah, no, the bike's going well. I do have some new bars coming, which are a T-bar, and then I'll get like a little pack, and I want to get some saddlebags, thrashing bags, do a bag that looks like it'll be quite good. It's not too massive, it's big enough for what I want. So yeah, all things considered, I realise this is now a very bike-centric webisode, but all things considered, I'm pretty damn happy with where bike stuff is at the moment. And yeah, there's some cool ideas that we've got on the way, but yeah. But the next thing that I'm doing is actually really exciting. So should we just go straight there? Okay, let's just go straight there. Actually, I just realised there was something else in the shed that I was going to show you. I was getting a bit sick of coming into the shed, you know, late at night when it's dark and everything, and not being able to see fuck all. So I was like, went Googling, and I was like, well, what can I get in terms of a sensor light, which I don't have to run power to, because then it's just way less wiring. So that is a $60 job from, I don't know if you can see it, it's a $60 job from Bunnings, and it's got a little solar panel on top, and I've just siliconed and taped the electrical connection because it's outside. Yeah, it's an outside design thing. The only problem that I'd say with it is that the hand screws to do the adjustments on stuff, the washers that you screw into, the screw is steel and the washer is plastic, so that broke as soon as I started trying to tighten it up. So I've now fixed that. But hang on, I'll just find the box. I showed, Shane was actually out here the other day because Shane's going to be listing the farm for us, which is cool, because it'd be nice, you know, someone I know and trust, etc. But we went for a walk around. He's like, oh, that's a good idea. Here we go. Garden GL 1500 lumen LED sensor light thing. And it was like $58 from Bunnings, and it took all of 10 minutes to, oh yeah, there's the bolt that broke, so I fixed that. Yeah, took all of 10 minutes to throw in, a few screws, lickety split, plug it in, away it goes. And it does throw out a lot of light. I'll throw up a little photo there. There's just a little photo I took the other night when I came down to check it, and I've used it a couple of times since, just coming in late of the night, because sometimes I do that. And yeah, good times. So yeah. Anyway, as I was saying, there's things to do, and I'm going to go do that. So let's go. Actually, as I'm walking back to the house, you guys know I have a duck problem. Well, my duck problem is now plural ducks problem, because there are now 2 of them. Now, I like my duck. As much as I give my duck a hard time, like I like my duck, but so the one on the right is an asshole. That's my duck, she's the good one, and the other one is a bully. And I've told him, you keep being a bully, and I'll just have to go get the shotgun out. We've had a word. I think it's going to improve. I've started feeding them less because I actually hope that they fuck off and leave before the farm sells, because I don't know, I just think that they'd be better if they just got some independence and flew the coop. But you know, I tell you, I will miss the sunsets here. If you guys see my stories and I get home over sunset. That's the view. Been here 15 years, that's enough. Just need to downsize. It's a long story, we'll cross that bridge when I find somewhere to live. Well, shit. We're back in lockdown. You probably already know that by the time you've seen this, but that does somewhat ruin my plans. The thing I was going to be doing tonight, which is now Sunday, was, if you remember our very first podcast, we had a good friend of mine, Hamish Coleman Ross, was our first guest. The reason that he was our first guest was because he hosts the Nutters Club, which is on News Talk ZB on Sunday nights, which is New Zealand's premier mental health show on the radio, and they do a lot of awesome stuff. And he asked yours truly to go and basically just tell my story, and we were going to talk about it, pick it apart, and take calls and all that sort of stuff, which we now can't do because by the time the show would be on air, we'd be going into lockdown. So I can't do that, which means we're doing it next weekend, assuming that the lockdown only does last for 3 days, as our fearless leader has so claimed. I sincerely hope that's the case, but we shall see. But that, yeah, because there's actually quite a lot of stuff happening this weekend, well, weekend coming, is there's Shiny Side Up, which we're supposed to be riding to on Saturday. Fingers crossed that we can still get to that. Now this radio interview is going to be, well, me being a guest on the Notice Club is now going to be the following weekend. A few other bits and pieces going on. So, yeah, thankfully I've got a lot to do around the house. I was hoping to tell you that merch was available, but it looks like that's going to be in the next webisode, so it'll hopefully be done very, very soon. So bear with us on that. It's been a labour of love. We're like this fucking close. So we're nearly there. But yeah, thanks for watching. Hope you've enjoyed it. I did get a nice little ride in today with Steve and some of the other guys, so that was cool. Put down a couple of 100k and just sort of got out and had an ice cream, which was good. And yeah, no other news. Make sure on the social medias, NZ Blokes Facebook page is the big one. Empire Community Group, if you want to come on rides. There's the Motorcycle Ride Meetup Group. Yeah, and Instagram is always fun if you like the stories. But I'll link all of that down below, and then just scroll down and you'll see the groups and all that kind of jazz. But yeah, hopefully this is a short lockdown and we get back into it next weekend. And then by then I should be able to give you some even more exciting news. But long story short, I'm starting to pack up the house at the farm. So that'll tell you some stuff. But yeah, if you're not already, get subscribed. You probably are. And yeah, if you've enjoyed it, like the video, leave a comment, all that kind of jazz. Once the merch is available, I'm going to start doing giveaways in these vlogs. So get subscribed. It'll just be the same sort of thing Bok does, which is like, leave a comment, we'll just randomly pick a winner and just send them a t-shirt, like an NZ Blokes t-shirt or something, which we do have. And yeah, anyway, I'll let you guys go. Thanks for watching. We'll see you again soon. Cheers, team.